What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming, guys, with the video right now. So I want to go over Greg Ward. And Greg Ward's been cut off this team like 3-4 times. Okay, this is a contract year for Greg Ward. Um, this man needs to play more. I'm not even kidding. And I always say this. I made a video about this probably a couple months ago. I said Greg Ward needs to play more. And just take it back to 2019 when Carson had to put the team on his back the last month of the season. They had to win 4 games straight. They did it. They had no receivers. Carson put the team on his back. Greg Ward was the hero in that comeback win versus the Washington Redskins when they were named at that time, and became a real vital piece and a fan favorite to the fan base. 2020 when Carson Wentz was benched in that Green Bay game, Jalen Hurts came in, touchdown to Greg Ward, and that chemistry really built up those next few games, even in the red zone. Mid-tier throws between Carson and Jalen Hurts. I think, that Greg Ward has been a really good player. Not the fastest receiver, but the guy knows how to find the open space. He gets separation. The break of his route is fantastic. And I think you need to play him more. The Eagles made some decisions this year with this roster coming out of the preseason games in training camp. Really made no sense. They kept 7 linebackers. They only kept 2 running backs. They had Jordan Howard on practice squad for a long time as a healthy scratch, pretty much. That is a starter that really the fans started to believe he was washed, which I didn't believe that at all. But Greg Ward was just a practice squad player for a long time this year. Travis Fulgham ended up getting released. There was a lot of changes made that didn't really sit well with me. Those scrimmage games I was excited about when they were scrimmaging during, before the preseason games, and they were literally doing a good job, and it was kind of overhyping because they weren't hitting each other during practice, and we didn't know what was going on. But all the good things that happened this offseason, didn't really pan out with some of these players. Jalen Reagor, maybe Greg Ward should stick in with Jalen Reagor. I don't know, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think if you have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, that I think Howie Roseman is trying to justify that second-round pick. I mean, after this year, you got to end this whole thing with JJ. I mean, it's done. I mean, he's nothing. He's not going to be anything. He's got 2 receptions for the year. They gave him 2 passes, unpredicted passes that we didn't think was going to happen. That caught some teams off guard. That helped us win some games. But at the same time, Greg Ward is a great red zone piece, mid-tier throwing piece. Guy could find the open space. Like I said, not the fastest guy, but Greg Ward has fight in him. I think that's more of a thing. I think more of it is a mental thing, which is a good thing. I think Jalen Reagor is more of a, just mental. I think it's all mental with him. Can't punt return, barely gets open. Right now, I mean, I think early in the season, Reagor played a lot better, but between Jalen Hurts' mechanics and obviously Nick Sirianni's play calling, which was really bad early in the season, not running the football at all, kind of, really affected that. But Greg Ward, I would love to see more between the sideline catch where I thought he was going out of bounds, and he stayed in bounds and got the first down, and that back shoulder throw that Jalen Hurts made, on point, fantastic, perfect throw, and Greg Ward with the perfect catch and the excitement that he had. Greg Ward has a lot of fight in him, doesn't give up, and this is a guy for a guy that's coming off practice squad, that's been a starter, that has had a lot of star experience with the Eagles. When he gets his chances, he produces. And, even that drop he had in the Giants game wide open, which was his fault, but the guy doesn't play at the end of the day. So Greg Ward, they need to do something different. I know they use JJ for the run game, and it's just a waste of a body on the field at this point. It's just a waste. You can't just be a blocker and that's it. If you're an extra tight end in the game, it's a different story. If you're a wide receiver that's starting, that's on the field with starters, you got to produce more than what you're doing on the field. So JJ has got to get less playing time. I think you need to add more weapons, and I think Greg Ward could block. There's no issue there. But Greg Ward could be a really good piece for you. I was fine with putting Greg Ward in the slot if they have to, but putting him on the outside, I have no problem with that at all. If they want to mix some things around, I have no problem with it. But I think Greg Ward is a piece that is going to help this offense produce a little bit more. I mean, I think we could do better with how we have this roster set up. And obviously with certain plays, they have JJ block. But, it's a waste. It's a waste of a player. I think they should do more. Even Jalen Reagor, they can move him around a little bit. Put Greg Ward on the outside. Put Greg Ward in the slot at least. That's what I wanted since the beginning of the season. But they never did it. So let me know what you guys think about Greg Ward. Does he deserve a shot? Played a really good game against Washington. And you know what? There's just fight in him. If this guy has a lot of fight in him, which I see it, and mentally he's there with his team and can make plays for us, they should throw him in the game a lot more. And, upgrade him to the active roster. I mean, that's just me, though. I think he's got a lot more to bring to the table. I hope they throw him in a lot more plays, even if he doesn't start. They should throw him in a lot more plays. Kind of throw something different at teams that teams aren't going to expect. You know what I mean? I think that's a good thing, too. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.